What's happening? What's happening? All right. The theme for the day. My whole life, my entire life, I have heard there's a fool born every minute. There's a sucker born every minute. I'm sure you've heard the same thing, right? And here we are years later, years and years and years later. Shit. The scam continues as the world turns. The scam change. Sometimes the scam don't change. It just get modernized, to the thing of the day. From the mail to the phone to the cell phone to the email, the text, whatever. However they can get you, they be trying. And all the old ways, if it ain't broke, people want something for nothing. Man, I be talking about this all the time. I say this all the time. I guess this would be another thing, like the health is wealth. What qualifies me to say health is wealth? What qualifies me to be talking about a fool born every minute, to be talking about scammers? I'm no authority. I have no licenses, no degrees, none of that. I'm no JT, which shout out to Pocket Watching with JT, because the brother is doing some good work. You know what I mean? Some of the reasons why I didn't buy the course, and I don't want to diss courses, because I think they all not created equal. I do believe that the majority of them is a scam, scam-ish, Ponzi-ish. Just like so many things, you got to use your discernment, man. And not only that, but your level of greed really is the biggest factor in getting scammed. The greed factor. If you could take your time and sit back and weigh shit out, you wouldn't get scammed so easily. But I was saying, like how I got into the Turo, it's listening to scammers, allegedly suspected scammers, because I don't know if that's, it may have been proven, tell you the truth, that dude is a scammer or dudes or whatever, but it encouraged me, it motivated me. If they could do it, I could do it. I'll figure it out on the fly. And I did it, for a while. And I just listened to things that say, man, there's only so much you could get out of a book, out of a course. If I want to just support you, maybe so. But if I really want to learn how to do it, I ain't reading that book. It's just going to put money in your pocket. It could give me a couple extra tools in a toolbox. I guess I can't lie. But, you learn more hands-on. Some things you can predict this or that or the other could happen, might happen, whatever experience. But it's just so many things that's going to happen that you can't predict that it's going to happen like that. No one could know that. And they wouldn't even know the answers necessarily. Like the dude that messed my rims. Man, you just got to do what it takes, the procedure, and you learn. And even me not putting that much value in the car, just like, okay, it's just a tool to make money. Man, it's only so far I'm going to go with that. I'm not going to let them piss it out, smoke it out, dog it out, and then you left holding the ball for that, holding the bag for that. So, I learned, and fortunately for me, it worked for me. The whole thing, I'm good with the car. I'm good with paying that car note. And fortunately for me, I started two things almost at the same time. I was doing Airbnb. And they one keep the other one afloat. So, maybe I'll get back into the Turo. I'm not gonna say that it's not a good thing, but and just not all it's cracked up to be based on what I was following behind. And the same thing with the Airbnb. It's really not super profitable as they be pretending that it is. You know, you got to spend money to make money. You got to furnish that shit. Yeah, I've been through this before, you know, so anybody selling you pie in the sky, you can be making hundreds of thousands of dollars, especially right off the riff. They lying. They're lying. You would have to have, still gonna have to have a lot of money. You're gonna have to be spending a lot of money. Maybe you have a law for a mansion or some blowed out type thing. You could make that money, but it still would be, you wouldn't want to be renting it. You wouldn't want to be leasing it. I'm just saying. So a lot of things is misleading, man. As I see, those people were scamming other people out their money to get those units, to get those apartments, to furnish them units. And on their paperwork, they wasn't making the money. You know, I'm saying this because whatever this broad come out recently, which is a bunch of them, that she's scamming people, taking their money, like a lot of people. Jay Morrison with his shit, you know, people supposed to be doing good things and being inspiration. They scamming. You can make money, but you're gonna have to put in some work, or yourself, or you're gonna sacrifice the money for the convenience and pay somebody else to do the work that you're not willing to do, which it ain't all that much profit in the first place. Or it's profit, but it ain't that much. I mean, if I had to pay rent, man, you know, if I was paying, like I say, the math ain't gonna math. Rent, the lights, the cable, the internet, and then you furnished it. So the furnishing, pretty much kind of sort of one-time investment. But that cable and the bills is monthly. That's forever. That's ongoing. As long as you got it, you got to pay that. So whether somebody in it or not, you got to pay it. And how you get so 1,200, and you just do the math. The math, I said it so many times. The math ain't mathing. Don't get scammed, man. Don't buy none of that pie in the sky. But people, they suppress me. People don't hear me. I ain't got the right, you know, flash sale, sexy sale. Not that I ain't sexy, but you know what I'm saying. You know, the kind sexy I'm talking about. Kind man shit. That's the biggest seller. Don't nobody want to hear the truth. That shit don't sell. That shit the anti-sell. You know? Nobody want to hear it. So what they say is easier to fool a man than to convince him that he's been fooled. Trick a man than to convince him he's been tricked. Something like that. Yeah, so I'm still in the game, man. Still in it. I got more to say. I've been doing more recording than posting, but I think I'm gonna post this one. Be unedited, you know how it go. So they're dropping my subscribers. You know how that goes. What that is? That's the shadow ban and shit, whatever. Or maybe they're dropping. Who knows? I mean, it just seems straight. I barely put in the videos. Motherfuckers is jumping ship. Like, huh? Whatever though. That's all I got for now. I'ma wrap it up. Till next time, y'all. Peace.